So we're ready to do this now. Set it to speaker here. All right. So for those of you that may not know Naomi, I want to say welcome, Naomi. You're with us today. This is our first session of the Peace Training for Sunday. We're going over the topic of how to use TikTok, how to create content for TikTok. Naomi is running a ministry on there called Making God First.
Yes.
And it's you can catch her on that handle. You can see some of the videos that she's already set up. Currently, Naomi lives in Leeds. She works in the area of finance. It's interesting you're doing finance, but you love doing TikTok too. Naomi, you said at the age of 18, you went to Australia for 1 year as part of your degree, but your experience actually caused you to end up going on a turning point in your experience with God. You started to get hands-on experience working in care groups, campus ministries, discipleship and mentoring and care groups. And you've brought that zeal that you've got back to the UK with you to do that here. And we're grateful to see that. You also say that you enjoy working with the youth, and your greatest desire is for young people to know God and not lose their sight of him during this time where they need the most guidance and direction. And, you know, you're grateful for your parents, your sister, who support you and help you on your dreams and your ventures, etc. One thing that you are is also an entrepreneur. You've got some stuff that you're selling on Amazon. I want to say I think it's excellent to see what you're doing, and I pray that God keeps guiding you from strength to strength. Now, Naomi, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to open with a word of prayer, and then I'm going to hand over to you to do your thing with us for today. This session will be running until for 1 hour. So for those of you that will be watching, get your notepads, get your questions ready, and Naomi will tell you how she'll be going through the presentation for today. Let's pray. Dear Lord, I thank you for the opportunity to speak and just to introduce Naomi to this session today. She's going to be talking about how to use TikTok. Many people use it for different things. I've seen that Naomi wants to use it for you. And I pray that as she shares how we use this platform, that many who are here will be encouraged and infused and inspired to know how to use it properly, effectively for your work. This is our prayer in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
Naomi, over to you.
Thank you. And again, good morning, everyone. I hope that you have been enjoying yourself. So today we're going to be talking about TikTok. And I'm just going to kind of put my gallery view on. Have I still got spotlight, even if I'm gallery view? I'm not sure. But I just want...
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, okay, that's fine then. Please, could you raise your hand if you know what TikTok is? Just want to familiarize myself. Just raise a hand or put a thumbs up, whatever you're able to do. So okay, quite a few of you. Right, lovely, excellent. Now, for those of you who've got your hands up, I don't know how many of you actually use it or if you just have seen it around. But for those of you who might not be familiar with it, it is basically a social media app, and it's kind of like a combination of Snapchat and YouTube and Instagram kind of merged into one. Its main purpose is to bring story-like videos throughout the whole. So its whole thing is basically like stories, as in the story feature or function on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever. And its aim is that you're supposed to do something within the clock, so TikTok. So usually your typical timing is about 15 seconds, but you can go up to 59 seconds. And you can do anything else in between. But the average is like 15 seconds TikTok, all the way up to 59 seconds TikTok. And the reason why it's kind of like blown a little bit is because of its algorithm. So I don't know, for those of you who are on Instagram and maybe even who watch YouTube, you might have noticed that the algorithm of getting your content out there can be really hard. So if you start your first YouTube channel, it can be quite hard to get recommended and to get a lot of views, unless of course you use the really best like hashtags and then descriptions and heading, and you've got a thumbnail, all that kind of stuff. So it does take a little bit of a push. Same with Instagram, unless you've got, again, a lot of followers, or you're doing like a lot of reels or something that will push your content outside your normal audience, it can be quite hard to reach. Whereas with TikTok, it's a little bit easier than the other ones. It's not necessarily that you'll always get like billions of views or whatever, but it does allow you, because its main aim is to connect people from all over about different information. And one thing that's really great about it is that it's not influential heavy, in terms of like influencers on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. So it is quite like, I can meet a random person who lives in the Philippines or who lives in India, and they could just be telling me about their general life story, and I don't even need to know them, I don't need to follow them. So in that sense, the algorithm is really good. And there's some people who've been seen by celebrities such as like Mariah Carey, and then they've had that exposure and contacts to her because they popped up on her For You page, because you can literally end up on anyone's For You page. Now, you're probably thinking, what is a For You page? So a For You page is like your feed or your home page and stuff like that. And I'll show you all of this in a minute. But this is basically where you see all your videos. So some advantages and disadvantages. I think I've kind of mentioned most of the advantages. A little bit of the disadvantage is that because it is quite new, like it is really like just over a year old as TikTok. Before this, it used to be Musical.ly, for those of you who knew what Musical.ly was. But as TikTok itself, it's only really been official for like over a year or nearly 2 years now. So there are still a lot of metadata that is still being corrected, like even the algorithm itself. Your videos can just get stuck. If it doesn't like something, it just won't get pushed out. So there is a lot of work that is still being done with it, but obviously when it grows and gets to the likes of Facebook and Instagram, they will have enough money to pay engineers to be able to sort those little things out. But other than that, I think everything else is pretty much advantages. And I think as well, the only thing is that it requires you to upload quite consistently. When you do stop, it doesn't like it, quite like some other apps. But obviously, once you start again, you can get back into the rhythm of things. So how you can use it for ministry. So I'm just going to connect to my laptop, and then I'll share my screen with you. Just bear with me. Okay. So. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can share my screen fully. Oh, there we go. Right. Apologies, technical stuff. Okay, so. Right. Can you all see my screen? If anyone can unmute, just to let me know.
Yep.
Yes, we can.
Lovely, thank you.
Yep.
Please don't mind my content on my phone. And if anything pops up, I'll try and remove it as quickly as possible, but just try and ignore it. But so this is the TikTok app. So we're talking about ways in which you can use this for your ministry. So this is the one that I started. And initially, honestly, I was just on there to help out the NEC one. So shameless plug, if you are on TikTok, please do give us a follow. So for those of you who might have on Instagram, you might have seen that at the beginning of the year to promote our church online or our new way of church around April time, we started or we did a Don't Rush challenge. For those of you who, whether you had TikTok or not, you might have seen it. And it was basically this concept. I won't show mine. Haha, look, she's Pastor Adam. Poor guy. If it plays. Can you guys hear that? The sound?
No.
And I'm trying to keep it moving, just trying to find grace. But I just feel like in my life I made so many mistakes. Satan talked to me, and yo, I've read all these books, and I've read all these verses. So why when I progress, do I get caught in verse? And I'm trying to keep it moving, just trying to find your grace. But I just...
Okay, so I would try and show you this the best I can. Of course, there is a little bit of a lag, unfortunately. So that was the first kind of challenge that we kind of did together. So that's how I ended up being on TikTok, like for the first time. So we did all the things, we compiled all these videos together. And essentially all that took was I basically, we'll get into it a little bit later, but this is one way in which you can use ministry. You can just use different sounds and you can just put different things together and find ways to do things creatively. Now, other ways in which you can use TikTok is, for example, just to do like a normal story. So here is another one. Again, time lags. I apologize.
In the north of England, I just want to remind you today that seasons change. Okay? Right now it's winter, so this is slippery, and honestly, like, it's just not their cup of tea. But
lags, I apologize. I'm not really sure why it's. I think it's because I'm on Zoom. Which is
Hey,
really
Naomi.
sad. But usually,
Naomi,
yes.
Naomi, I was just wondering, you know, when you shared the screen, in the share options, did you click share audio and optimize the video for sharing?
Let me see. Optimize.
What you might need to do is stop sharing and then share it again, and then you'll get the two options at the bottom of the screen.
Yes. So share computer sound and optimize screen sharing video clip.
Yeah, that may help. It may help.
Yes. Let's have a look. Hopefully. I hope so. We'll see how it flows. If not, I will use the website one, but that one isn't as good because I can't show you how to create the videos on that. But just a minute. Apologies. This worked very well without without Zoom. Whilst that is sorting itself out, so you can literally create TikToks on anything. So like the whatever is trending on TikTok, you just use it. Hello?
Yeah, we're still here.
Lovely. Not sure what happened there. Yes. So as I was saying earlier, you really can just find whatever it is that is trending, and you can just mimic whatever it is, and in a Christian light. You can also just do talks, similar to you would do on stories, just encouraging people. You can give them devotions, and you can also preach on there as well if you really want to do, as long as you keep it all within the timings. Okay. So on here you can search for different types of the ones that other people are doing, and honestly on code, because TikTok already likes it, and you'll be able to similar content on there. And then if I go on those that are on here, again you'll be able to see.
Let's see. Right now, come back Saturday. Listen, it took her. I'm gonna see if Kirk don't buy. See if it's again.
So this is the Praise House UK, and what they do is that they basically have all their youth from their church. So for example, it could be Peace, it could be NEC youth, it could be I don't know, Leeds youth, and it takes a day, and they basically just record whether it's a check up to see how you're doing, or they think of an actual thing to talk about. Or the way in which I have been initially really well. So that is one thing that I think
Naomi.
To be able to have. There are many others. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I think when you take when I said to take the make the video, make it run in a certain way when you're doing the live streaming. What's happening is when you're sharing the screen, sorry, it's it's causing the images that you're showing on the presentation to come up really pixelated. So you might want to untick it for showing the presentation that you're going to do. That might help a little bit.
So untick the buttons at the bottom.
Yeah, because it seems like it's making the images that you've got show up as pixelated. Sorry about that.
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. It's okay. I'm not sure what's happening on, if there's anything happening on here either. Okay, I think I'll return back to my not this one. I'll share this again.
Yeah, that's showing a bit better now.
Is this showing better? Okay. So, I'm gonna hopefully try and show how to create a TikTok. Let me just kind of come out of this. Go back on here. Make this full screen. So if you want to make a TikTok video, at the bottom there is a plus sign, just like most of other apps. And then if you click on that, like so, to see me. So you can create a TikTok from the account itself, okay? And you basically just record. Hey, I'm recording a video. I'm here with Peace. We're going to be talking about how to use TikTok. And then you just press and hold the recording. And once you've stopped, you just click the tick button at the bottom and record. Hey, and then I'll just recording a video. I'm here with Peace. So once you've done that, there are different things that you can do. So you can add the text. And then you can edit like so. And then if you want to time this, you can click set duration. And this can be at the beginning of the video, like so. Very, very quick. And then the next thing you can do now is to add sound. So, talking about how to use TikTok. So, hey, at the bottom, I have some favorite sounds. So you can add favorite sounds. You can look at what is recommended. Now, I would recommend that you find your own videos, your own sounds, because you can actually use them. I've got a Christian song here called Promises. So I would click on Promises, and then that would be added as a sound. And then I can change the volume of this. So original volume to go up, and then added volume to go down. So it works as kind of like music in the background. And having a music sound in the background does help with the algorithm as well, because it likes having sound. So even if it's only very faint, it really likes that. And then if you want any features, you can add from there, and then you just click next. And then you add your description. Okay, check out Peace, and then you can use different hashtags. So hashtag, it gives you some recommended ones. So hashtag God, hashtag Peace, hashtag Christian TikTok, hashtag Christian girl, like so. And then you can come on here and again, let's find it now. So put here, what you know about peace, question mark. And then you can put it on there. And then what you can do, if you look at the bottom, because TikTok is really a story kind of an app, you can then share this as a story to all your social media platforms. So you can link them if you want to. So at the bottom, you have got WhatsApp, you've got Instagram post, and then you've got Instagram story, and then you've got Snapchat. So you could select all 4 of them. So your TikTok will post both on your TikTok page as your actual post, and then it will post on your WhatsApp story automatically if you select it. It can also post as an Instagram post at the same time, and an Instagram story at the same time, and a WhatsApp. And a Snapchat story all at once. And then we just send it out to all of them. This is one way in which you can create a TikTok. I saw a hand go up, so I don't know if you want to unmute and ask the question.
Yeah, hey Naomi. I was just double checking. I think I missed the bit where you added what you think about peace. What did you actually select on that?
So, on my image, on my top right hand corner, it says select cover. So this will be your thumbnail. So if you think of YouTube, this will be what your thumbnail will be on your page. So you click on the select cover, and then once you click select cover, this comes up, and then you select whatever writing you want to do, and then you put it on. Later, I will show you how you can actually create a proper thumbnail and then have it at the end for like 1 second so that people don't really see it, but you can use it as your thumbnail cover if you wanted to. People don't really do this as much because people stick, but if you really wanted to make more effort and put time into it, you can use other sites and link it with TikTok, which I'll show you in a minute. But yes, does that make sense?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. So from here, you select what you want to do. Do you want this to be seen by everyone, aka make it public? Do you want people to comment on it? If you don't want people to comment on it, obviously untick it. Do you want people to duet it? I'll explain what that is in a minute. If not, untick it. Do you want it to be stitched? If not, untick it. And then do you want it to automatically save to your phone, aka if you want to send it to someone else, or just keep it for your memory? If not, if you like your space on your phone, untick it. So after this, you'd click post, and then it will just load, and then it will post. The other thing that you can do is put it in your drafts. So I've put it in the drafts. Now, what are drafts? So here are my drafts. I hope they look decent. Okay. Now, drafts are basically your go-to place. So like I said, TikTok really likes it when you share a lot. So sometimes when I'm a lot more serious, unfortunately, I haven't been as recently, but I might say today on Sunday, I'm going to record my internet stable. I hope it's okay. Let me know if you lose me. So for example, I might just say today I'm going to make 20 TikToks. It might sound like a lot, but because I'm only doing like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 59-second videos, it doesn't end up being that much to do. And again, which we'll look at later, how to get inspiration, kind of like I mentioned before, you just literally type in on the search #Christian TikTok, and you'll just see what other people are doing. And honestly, here it's not, oh my days, they copied me. They want people to copy. So if you see something, if you like it, add your own twist to it. And then you just create a draft, and then you just leave it in here. So I've got a few drafts in here of things that I want to use. So that if, for example, I run out of content, I can always click on here and post. So this is one really cool and easy thing that you can do if you're running out of content ideas. So your draft is literally your best friend. So that's how to kind of create a video within the app. If you want to create a video outside of the app, similar to the ones that I mentioned here with NEC Youth, what you basically do is you will need to originally have some videos made. So you can click on add, my face again. Sorry, hey. And then you click upload, and then let's say you want to, so you can either select image at the top or you can put video. So it allows you to select one of the two of what you want to do. So let's say I really wanted to use this video here that I have. what I'll do is I would select it and I would click next, which is at the bottom hand corner. And so once I get here, I'll click next again at the top hand corner. And then what I can do is I can add text to this. So for example, let's say I want to play You Will Never Stop Fighting for Me. And then let me do that. Select duration. I don't know how long that will be, so let's click next. Add another text. When I can't fight for myself. Okay. Click on the text and then set duration. So this will be 2 seconds in, about there, maybe 1.7, maybe 2 seconds, and then select. So what I'm doing here is that I want to use this as a background for some text. So what I will then do is find a sound, and if I click on my favorites, I have a song called Fighting for Me. So I'm gonna put the sound on in a minute, and okay, so what you can see here is that I was trying to match the video to the song. So when somebody sees that video, they'll be encouraged by those words. You will never stop fighting for me when I can't fight for myself. So it's like a lyric video. So that's another type of video that you can do. And with this one, I actually added a thumbnail at the end of it, which is follow for Christian content. And I'll show you how I made this at the end. So now I can have that as my thumbnail. So again, for that, I click select cover. And then it could either be any of these, or it could be the thumbnail that I made at the end, which is literally 1 second long. So nobody will really see it, but I can use it as a thumbnail. So I'll just click save, and that would be, again, the thumbnail. And then description could be God is fighting for you. Hashtag, again, God. Hashtag, you can put, I don't know, Jesus saves, etc., etc. Hopefully you're getting the message. And then again, at the bottom, you can select all of those and it will post to your story, or again, you can leave in your drafts to post later. Now, another thing, so that's how you can create a TikTok from your library, as in outside of your app. And then the other thing that you can do is that you can create a TikTok from a sound. So an example of this is this one.
When I choose to do my own thing. Yeah. God. Baby, I just don't get it. Do you enjoy being hurt?
So what you can see here is that I just selected the sound and then I just did a random background to it. This one's quite hilarious. So basically how to find a sound. At the bottom, there is a circle with turning music. And again, like I said, TikTok loves sounds. So whenever you can use it and you can make it fit, do so. Now, of course, there are many Christian songs that you can use. But again, creativity is always welcome. So if you do find something that you think could work with a Christian story, or with I don't know, something that could work with just something that other Christians would find funny, then feel free to add it. And so how that works is once you click the circle at the bottom with the sound circle, you just click on use the sound. So here I've got this effect, but you can remove this effect, really take that off. And then I can then click play. And then I can do whatever it is that I want to do. So hopefully that kind of makes some sense. And then some other things that people do. Sorry, I'm waiting for my phone to catch up with the screen. Sorry behind. What's here? This is what happens when you try to advance with technology. So let me just remove. Apologies, guys. Okay, so that doesn't seem to be on my favor. Apologies, everyone. I will try my best to still show you through some other means. Hopefully that will work. Some other ways. Let's see if I can find. Okay. So I'll just try and quickly share this one. So this is another example of what you can do as well. So some people do some acting ones. So hopefully there won't be too much of a lag. But well, if you listen to me in the first place, you wouldn't have this problem. Wait, hold on, I'm getting another call. What's up with this girl now? Hello. Let me just play again. Well, if you listen to me in the first place, you wouldn't have this problem. Wait, hold on, I'm getting another call. What's up with this girl now? Hello. Hey, what's up, guys? Look, I know you were busy, man, so I'm gonna get straight to the point. I'm messed up again. I was wondering if you could fix. comedy in her TikTok. So she's basically used the calling sound, and then she acts as though she's calling God on the phone. And a lot of teenage or younger people can relate to this. Like when God tells you something and then you kind of don't listen to it, and then you give him a call and you're like, yeah, God, you're right about that. So again, that's something that people can watch and they can relate to. And then, as spoken about before, some people will put verses with a Christian sound on it. So there are many ways in which you can do this, and I really wish I could have shown you how to do it, but it wouldn't allow me to. Now, the other way that you can do this is to also use Canva. So before I spoke about actually creating thumbnails, and just like you can use Canva for anything, TikTok is, but TikTok is not different. So they actually have like kind of semi-created, at least frames already that you can use, and you can just click and you can basically just found a random one and then just edited it and added my own thing. So again, you can do the same, and again, you can put this on for like a second or a minute, and then you can use that as your thumbnail cover. You can also use this to create videos. So you can, for example, add a video. So I like to go on Pexels, but there's a lot of free or at least licensed content that you can download or purchase, or you can give a shout out if you use the content. So if I found, let's put virtual videos, let's say I find, okay, there's a lot of videos here. So let's use this, and then I could use this, and I could quote a verse about creation or animals in the background, and then I could just find a sound on TikTok to link it to. And then once I create it, I am then able to connect it to TikTok through the app, which, let me see if it will give me one last word if I tried. And it would be able to go straight to your TikTok account, which is really, really, really cool. So on your phone, you then be able to click the download button, and one of the options would be to share it, and you could select TikTok. I don't know if it allows you to do it on the web, but I know definitely on the app, and it will automatically connect you. So I have found that to be really, really useful, and that's what I used for, if I go on my account, so this video, so I made this on Canva, and this was just a tweet that I saw and I really, really liked, and then I just added music in the background and the video, which I got, and put all that together through Canva. And again, that's one way in which you can do it. Now, another thing that I wanted to show you which I really needed the screen sharing thing, is how to duet someone, because again, TikTok is a really good platform to like just connect with anyone. So here's a video of Steve Harvey, and he's basically sharing something about purpose and how God is still working in your life. And what I was able to do is that I was able to duet with him to be able to post this on my story so that other people could see as well. So again, unfortunately, something I can't show through here. I don't believe, as it wouldn't allow you to do so. But yeah, that's something else you can do. So I don't know. Hopefully, most of that will have been useful. But as I said, the best way to find videos is just to click on what other people are doing, and see if you like this stuff. And then from there, you can just match what they say. And I think that's one of the best things that can happen, to be quite honest with you. So I don't know, I'll take some questions from here. And I think I might have to screen record my phone with an audio instead, which I will be happy to send to Craig, so he can pass on to you guys, of what I would have shown you through the screen sharing or screen monitoring from my phone, and maybe some screenshots on how to kind of do the stitch and the duet, as I think that's the only thing that I wanted to cover as well, but I wasn't able to because I couldn't monitor my screen. So apologies for that, guys. But yeah, I think now, if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know, and I'll stop sharing from there. Let me see.
Yeah, Naomi, I just want to say thank you. And look, don't worry about the technical glitches. It happens. This is where we are. The presentation, I think everybody's understood the points that you wanted to make. In fact, I saw somebody's already posted the downloading TikTok now, and they've said that. So another person said that this is great.
No, honestly, it's great. Yeah, and I think as well, you can use it for so many different things. Like I think for me, I just like, but I know a lot of people who are really, really into food. Like one of my friends, she loves to make food. So what she'll do is she will start the video on ingredients, so chopped tomatoes, and then maybe chopped lettuce, and then I don't know what I'm trying to make, and then maybe mince or pasta or whatever it is that she's trying to do. And then what she'll do is she'll pause, and then the next 7 seconds would be of the ready-made meal, or it will be, for example, a frying pan, and then she will pause, put the tomatoes in, pause, put the onions in, or the other way around, pause, and then put the pasta in or whatever, and then it's a ready-made meal. So she teaches people how to basically make food within like 30 seconds. Obviously it takes her longer to make it, but the video is just like, first you put this in, then this, then that, and then it'll look like this. So that is something else that you can do. I've got another friend who does fitness, and he basically just shows people different exercises that they can do. And yeah, he just basically records very simple workouts for them to follow. And again, that works out really, really well because people can just watch it, and even though obviously they'll have to do more reps, it takes some good timing. So hopefully that helps. I'm gonna try one more time, Craig, to share my screen because it has come. I just want to show you how to do a stitch, and I know that I can only do that through my phone, just in case someone wants to.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, Naomi, what I'm going to say,
how to do it.
While you're doing that, I'm just going to say, if anybody's got any questions, maybe type them in the chat section while Naomi is just trying to show how to do the stitching, so that she'll be able to answer those straight after.
Yes, thank you. So I'm back again. So let me find another video. Let me see my favorite videos. So I guess I can first show you how to okay. So I'm gonna pause. So where there is an arrow, you can click on that, and then where there is duet, you can click on that, and then it will bring you into the mix. So duets are usually for something that you haven't come up with yourself, but you think that is a really good thing. I want other people to see. So I would duet myself with this person. I'll just. Well, if you listen to me in the first place, you wouldn't have this problem. Wait, hold on, I'm getting another call. So what you would do is you would record yourself with the video, and then you would react to it. So you would be like, ha 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 ha, that is so true. Or for example, some other people duet people's singing. So a really good example of this, let me just find her. I wish I could find those. What happens when you're following many people? It's okay. I think I've done a cover before. Let me find it. Let me find it. So this guy is singing. Our God is an awesome God, he reigns. And then he says, duet with me. So don't watch my voice. But what I would do then is I would start. Our God is an awesome God, he reigns from heaven above with wisdom. So now I have duetted with him. So then when I post, it will have both him and my audio together singing Our God is Awesome. So that's, if you're into singing, again, that's something that you can do. And then another thing, but I just do it for fun anyways, because you can. And then another thing that you can do is to stitch a video. So here is what that looks like, and I'll show you how to do it. So let's.
Here's a quick. Gospel in one sentence, go. Okay. God loves us so much that even if you or I were the only sinners here on earth, he would still send his only son, Jesus Christ, to come and die just for me, or just.
So that was a stitch, and that was basically me stitching this
Gospel
video.
in one sentence, go.
And what a stitch means is basically you continue on the sentence. So here the stitch was gospel in one sentence, go. So they had the video.
God came as a man named Jesus Christ and died. Oh, crap.
Gospel in one sentence, go.
So you get what I mean. So what I would do is on the arrow, I would click the arrow, and then where it says stitch, I would click stitch.
Gospel in one sentence, go.
God came as a man named
So I would stop there.
Christ.
Gospel in one sentence, go.
God came as
Yeah, so gospel in one sentence, go. And then I would move this pink thing to say I want it to stop here where it says go, and then I'd click next at the top in pink, and then I would then record myself saying, if you and I were the only Christians here on earth, Jesus, if I was or you were the only Christian, or the only person, left on earth, Jesus would still have come down to die just for you or just for me. Next. And then what I'll do is click.
Gospel in one sentence, go.
God came as a man named Jesus.
If you and I were the only Christians here on earth, Jesus, if I was or you were the only Christian or the only person, left on, hopefully you get the gist, and then you'd click next. So that's another thing you can do. So if somebody said 5 healthy eating habits, you can stitch the video, and then you can give your own 5 healthy eating habits. And again, once you've created it, it will automatically go to your story on any of your platforms. So again, that's another really good feature that you can do. And then let me show you Canva whilst I'm on here, since it's working. We're having so much luck on here so far. So if I go on Canva, Hopefully I'm logged in. Yes, excellent. So if I go to my Canva designs, and then if I, so let me see if I can still find the one that I did before. So this one. So once you've created your thing on Canva, I would encourage you to download the Canva app. You just use the same logins. If you've got the free one, you just use the same thing. And then at the top, it's got the upload thing or the share thing, and the thing with an arrow right at the top. So I'm going to click on that. And then it says use as. So it's linked to TikTok because it understands that this is a TikTok feature thing, because remember on Canva we created TikTok, and then you create what you want, a TikTok video, a TikTok thumbnail, a TikTok cover or whatever. So it understands that this is a TikTok. So once you've done that, you will click on share it with TikTok, and then you would share all of your pages. So tick that and then click done, and then click continue, and it will prepare. And just like anything else, and then click continue. Oh no. Haha, sorry, I did that wrong. I apologize, guys. I have to go through this again. Okay, now it's taking me into TikTok. So this is the video that I made on Canva, and again, I got the free videos from Pexels, and then I just edited it in Canva, and then I go on the app on my phone, and then I connect to TikTok. Then what I can do, again, at the bottom, click sounds, and then I can click my favorite sound, and then I can find another one to put through. So let's go with Have My Heart. And then I click yes, and then I can remove the Canva hashtag if I don't want to use it. And then again, I would find different things that link. So this would just pop up on someone's page, they would read the tweet and hear the music in the background, and that's it. And that's perfectly fine to do as well. So let me put that in my draft. Stay on TikTok. And then just let me see if, so there's someone as well who I really like, who actually shares like Daniel and Revelation on there. I think he's SDA, but I can't be 100% sure. But irrespective of, he's doing a really good job. Bible Decoded, Bible Origins. So here he goes through, so let me just, 7 seals.
Something to keep in mind as it pertains to the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse in the book of Revelation, which are essentially the first 4 seals of the 7 in Revelation chapter 6 and 8, is that in the prophecies of the book of Revelation.
So here we can see he has background music just for attention, and then he has his own voice and all that kind of stuff that he's doing on there. So you can do that as well. And then, so you can literally do whatever is that's on your heart. So I think whatever ministry you're a part of, I know my time's up now, but whatever ministry you're a part of, I think just choose that and just go with it. And so if you're into health ministry, see if you can talk about health or show people how to cook or do fitnesses. If you're into preaching, do literally 30-50-second sermonettes. If you're into devotions, do daily devotions. And again, if you're not sure what to do, I'll just show you what I wanted to show you before for the last time. Christian TikTok. You can just type in Christian TikTok and just see what other people are doing on this hashtag. And again, it doesn't really matter. Nobody's going to be like, oh my days, they copied me. They actually want you to continue using the same thing that works. And duet it if you want. Share your testimonies on here. So it's absolutely endless. Get creative with it. And yeah, So hopefully you've learned a few things from here. And yeah, just feel free to let me know if you have any questions. And again, Craig, let me know if you still want me to do a screen recording of my phone. I think the only challenge is that you can't see where I'm selecting, just like I think one lady said earlier. So I think that could be a similar problem. But
Yeah,
yes.
no, that would be fine. Naomi, I know that, like, thank you for doing the presentation. I know we've still got a few minutes. We can take some questions. I've seen that David asked, do you ever use TikTok to connect to other channels or non-digital life?
Could you say that again?
Do you ever use TikTok to connect to other channels or non-digital life?
Non-digital life?
Yeah, David, do you want to break that down?
Yeah, especially if it comes to mission work.
Yes.
You on a certain point want to meet people, right? To have a personal connection to them.
Yeah.
And like often it's kind of like that you're not coming like from TikTok to let's meet, but maybe first go to another channel, meet there, just say WhatsApp or maybe your Instagram or whatever. And then you kind of like breaking down to kind of like getting to like a more churchy environment.
Yes. Yeah. So that is a really good thing that you're asking now. It's not impossible. It's definitely doable. But because TikTok literally connects you with anyone, like I said, literally the people I see on my For You page will be from India, will be from South Africa, will be from the Philippines, will be from America. So the only thing with that makes it a little bit challenging is how would we get together? However, I do know people who do then connect through Instagram. So for example, somebody might do a video and they'll say, hi, if you are a dancer in the UK, we're planning on meeting in Birmingham at such and such a time at this place. Let's get together and let's create dance TikToks together. So that does happen. So I can't see why it couldn't happen in a Christian circle. I do know people do have Instagram group chats. So they'll say, if you want to share your devotions, put your Insta below, and then we can have an Instagram group chat, and then they'll share their devotions there. But again, that could have anyone from anywhere. So unless they say specifically, if you are in the UK, then let's meet and share. I can't see how they would meet, but I think that's a good idea. I think as it continues to grow and then the pandemic kind of eases, I do think there will probably be some more meetups, because I know earlier definitely dancers were meeting up, and just like TikTok people who are into like skateboarding, they'll all meet and then do flips, because they love the fact that they can actually do more tricks together and more videos. So they might take like 10 videos in one day. So I think that's one way that if you were to, like, for example, the NEC one was to continue, it could then be a way of saying, if you are in Stoke-on-Trent at this time, we're going to be at Prayer Warriors. If you want to come and join for a prayer session, come through. But again, the only thing that you don't have control of is where it goes. And because there's so many people, I'm not saying it's impossible. God can definitely land it on the right person. But there might not be a person who's in Stoke-on-Trent, if that makes sense. So that's the only thing.
Thank you. Alicia has asked, will you be available for one-to-ones?
Oh, I think, to be fair, that'll be a lot easier for me. I think it'd be a lot easier for me to show you how to do stuff on a one-to-one. I'm so happy to share. Like, there was other thing I wanted to show you as well, which is like analytics. Like, once you get like 100 followers, you can see your analytics in the background, and it just shows you like how you're doing, what audience yours is going to. Just like YouTube, they tell you, they look at the analytics all the time. So you can do the same on TikTok. So where is it going? What content people are liking? So for example, if you see a lot of people are liking your comedy stuff, usually people will then make that their niche, and then they'll just specialize on comedy. And then if people see that people like their devotions, they'll just specialize on devotions. So when you start in, definitely just try out everything and then see what is getting good responses. And then it's up to you if you want to make that your focal point, or move into something else. So yes.
Okay, thank you. I think one of the last questions that we've got is, this is from Ellen, have you reached anyone through TikTok?
Yes. Okay. So I think, Craig, you remember early days. I used to ask questions. I'd be like, somebody's at me. At the beginning, people used to at me on TikTok all the time. And to be fair, this sounds really bad. It's not that I never wanted to continue in this life, but like I said, Lord forgive me. I need to thank you for asking me to do this, because it's honestly encouraged me to keep going with it. Because I just kind of hadn't been doing it really. Okay, so you can see my screen again. Okay, let me just share my screen really quickly. I know one specific, not even one, there's actually a few. So let me just go on my page at the bottom. So people do ask all the time. So people will comment, please can you tell me like what music I should start. So let me just find some.
Are you seeing God's vision?
So here we go. So I basically shared a devotion. We can watch it. Let's watch it. I hope it was good.
Are you seeing God's vision for your life today, or are you stuck in the reality of what you can see? In Genesis 15, verse 5, I'm just going to look down and read. It says, then he brought him outside and said, look towards heaven and count the stars if you are able to number them. And he said to him, so shall your descendants be. God was speaking to Abraham, and he was saying, as many stars as there are in the sky that you can see, so are the descendants that I'm going to give you. And Abraham was like, but God, how is that going to be possible? I'm of old age. My wife is of old age. We don't have a child. The chances of her getting pregnant now are quite slim. So how is this even going to be possible? And God was just saying, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm going to do it. I'm the God of the impossible. You just need to have faith in me. So I don't know what God is trying to show you. I need you.
Okay, it's jumping. So we'll stop here, but I'll show you the comment. So somebody put, why is Old Testament rubbish on my For You page? Now, what does that mean? An opportunity for you to share. Now, of course, I replied, and I also did another one in which, so you can click on the actual thing, and then what you can do is what I think I probably ended up doing, as well as the comment, which was like, thank you for your comment. Let me see, what did I put there? Yeah, so I actually replied with a comment. So what you can do, you can actually click on the video and then click on reply to video. And then you can actually say, record why. So you can say, if you are a Christian, God never got away, like removed the Old Testament and said, because I have come, you should now get rid of it, etc., etc. Give a better answer than that. So I'll just click next, and then I could share it, but I'll download it. So that's one way in which I've been able to say. So you can actually click on people's comments, and then so let's put it on the For You page. I know definitely earlier on there's some other ones. And then here, there's another one here at the bottom. How do I trust him? I want to, I just don't understand how. So again, you would click on that, and then you would reply with a video as to how someone can trust in God. And then usually you can follow them, so then they can send you messages, so people can actually message you. Although you don't have to follow everyone, but if they have a question and you think it could be just easier to build a personal relationship with them, if they follow you, you can follow them back, and then you can send them a direct message on TikTok just saying, hey, how's it going? Do you want to share more context or background so I can help you answer your question better? Because I don't know if this person is a Christian or not. So I follow them back, and in this way I'm able to see like what context or background that they're coming from. So literally people can comment anything, because like I said, it can literally be about anything. Let me see if there's anything on this one.
Naomi, we're gonna have to
yes, we'll have to stop. I will go for Eden. But yeah, feel free to message me. Feel free to definitely message me. Where I don't know if people can message me. Craig, you can give my number to Ellen. I don't really have Instagram or anything else, so but I'm okay with that being shared.
Naomi, I just want to say thank you. I know it's helpful. and it's definitely made an impact as people are saying that they're going to download it and use it. So I'm just praying, I'm really hoping that what you do with TikTok, as those of you that are watching, makes an impact for the kingdom.
Yeah, because it can reach anyone. It can literally reach anyone. You don't know who it's going to land on. And I've had someone who's been like, I really needed to hear this because I was struggling in my faith. And it's just really encouraging to like know that it just helps anyone. And it won't be your friends. I think there's a handful, like 5 people on there that I know, Craig being one of them. But most of the people on there, I don't know them. And that's the beauty of it. It allows you to connect with anyone that you wouldn't normally connect with through your Instagram or Facebook.
Thank you. So, Naomi, if you could just say just a short prayer.
Yes.
Watching, and we'll move on. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I'll just read a verse to close. Romans 10 verse 14 says, How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? And I will now pray. Dear Heavenly Father, I'd just like to thank you so much for this opportunity that we've been able to look into TikTok as a means of ministry and spreading your gospel. Lord, I know, this message is to go out to all the kingdom in the world, to every single person. And social media is one of those ways in which, if we choose to use it for positive, can really have that impact. Thank you so much for the people that I've been able to meet and connect with through TikTok, and just how it has been able to be a benefit for other people in their lives, even if it has been one person or 2 people. I just like to pray that you allow all the Christian videos to continue to reach all the people, even the celebrities, because your video can end up on anybody's feed. I'd just like to pray for all the people on this workshop and all the people who are interested in starting TikTok, that Lord, you will please give them ideas and ways in which that they can use you, so that people can come to know and hear of you through this ministry, and even consider giving their lives to you through the things that they will see based on the people who are on here's TikTok videos. I pray for the rest of the sessions. I pray that you be with all the rest of the workshop leaders. I pray all these things in your precious name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. Thank you, Naomi.